Hello people, in this video we will try to make a self-driving car, and we know what a self-driving car is. It can take turns by checking if the road is free to move or not, and do other things also. If it can check if some object is in front of it or in around it. So we will create it just by writing 60 lines of code, and this is going to be super fun. Without any further delay, let's begin. The resources for this video is in the link in description, so make sure to download it and code along to check if your code is working or not. So let's begin. So firstly, we will import Pygame in our Python project. We will write import Pygame, and then we will initialize it by writing pygame.init. Now we will create a track. So I have images of tracks here. So first we will load track 1. Let's write track equals pygame.image.load and then in bracket track1.png. Now we will create a screen simply by writing pygame.display.setMode, and then our resolution will be 1200 by 400. Now we will create a boolean variable for our code. We will write is running equals true while is running, and then inside the loop we will write screen.blit and then track comma, and then in parentheses we will write the position from which we want the track to appear. It will be 0, 0, and then we will write pygame.display.update. Now we will create a for loop to check the events so that we can quit the Pygame window. We will write for event in pygame.event.get, and then we will write if event.type equals pygame.quit, then is running equals false. Now we will load the car's image. We will write car equals pygame.image.load, and then in parentheses we will write car.png. So the image of car is quite big, so we have to scale it to be smaller. So we will do it around 30 to 60 30 by 60 pixels. We will write car equals pygame.transform.scale car comma 30 comma 60, and now we will create an x variable for car's position and a y variable. Car x equals 80 and car y equals 300. Now we will screen.blit the car, and then we will run it. Okay, where is the car? Oh, okay. So I accidentally put the screen.blit of track after the car, so car is hidden behind it. We will just put it after the track. Just cut and paste. Now let's run it. Okay, there it is. Now let's try to change some movement in the car. So we will just write car y minus equals to, which actually means car y equals car y minus 2. So now let's run it. As you can see, our car moved so fast and went beyond the screen. Now to slow it down, I have changed the value from 2 to be 1. So now let's try to run it. Now we will create a camera for the car that will check uh, the surrounding places, that which place near the car is free to move. So we will create a camera just in front of the car. We will write camera x equals car x, and then camera y equals car y. Now let's draw a circle. Pygame.draw.circle, then in parentheses we will write a screen, and then comma 0 comma 0 comma 255, which will give it a blue color, and then the coordinates of the camera x and camera y, and then we will write comma 5 comma 5. As you just saw, this circle is on the top left corner of the car, so we will bring it in the center of the car. Now let's write the code for it. We will write camera y equals car y plus 15. Now it's a little bit down. Now let's bring it in the center of car. We will add 15 to car x also. Now you can see it is working properly. Now let's try to move the car. Okay, it just gone backwards. I want it to go upwards, so let's just change it. Now we will create a focal distance for the camera so that it can check if there is a free space to move or turn around the car. So we will set the focal distance to be 50. Now we will write the code to get the upward pixel of the car. So we will write up px equals screen.get at, and then camera comma camera y plus minus focal length, and now we will check if it is 255, that is if the pixel that is upward, if it is 255, or if it is of white color, then move the car. If not, then don't move. Now let's try to run it. As you just saw, it is working correctly. So like that we will do for all the sides. Let's do it. But before doing that, we will change the track so that we can take a right turn. Now we will copy the same code and then we will paste it. We will change the up px to be right px, and then in the x coordinate we will write camera underscore x plus focal distance, and then we will remove the focal distance from the y coordinate here. Now we will check if the upward pixel is not 255 and the right pixel is 255, then take the turn, then start moving right. So we will set the direction to be right. But let's just initialize it before the loop. We'll set direction to be upward because our car is moving up initially. Now for the if statement we will write an elif direction is equals to right, but the right pixel is also 255, then turn the car. We will change the car x by adding +1. Now let's run it. Okay, it is moving towards right. We need to make some changes also here. We will do it in just a minute. So before that we will do some changes in the if statement. Here in the upward px if statement we will write if direction equals up and up px is not 255 and right px is 255, then set the direction to be right. And now we will change it in the another if statement also. If direction equals up and up px is 255, then change car y equals minus equals 1. So we want car to take turn, so we will write car equals pygame dot transform dot rotate, and then we will write in parentheses car comma minus 90 degree to rotate it clockwise. But as you can see, there is a problem. The camera is not changing its position. We want the camera to be in front of the car every time it takes turn, so we will just create a camera offset. For this we will write camera x offset equals 0, and then we will add it at the camera's x coordinate, and every time we take turn we can set the offset accordingly. So inside the first if statement we will write camera x offset equals 30. Now let's change the track, and now we will do some more changes. So the car was already moving right. Now we want it to take another right turn that is actually in the bottom. So we will write the code for this. Let's do it. Now here, after writing all this, we have a problem. uh, we have set the camera x offset to be 0. Now we want our camera y offset, so we will create a camera y offset also, and then we will set it accordingly. Now let's try to run it. It is working perfectly fine. So now, as our car is moving downwards, we want it to take a left turn according to it, but for our screen it is a right turn. So we will write the code for it. As you were able to see, there were still some problems that were before, so now we know how to handle it. We will fix it now. So now the car was moving in the right direction. We want it to go up now. So we will write the code for it, and then our car will be completely self-driving. So let's write the code for it, and then we will try to change the tracks and check it if it is working or not. Now let's try to change the tracks. As you were able to see, our self-driving car was running perfectly fine. So thank you for watching this video.